All right, we're on the road to Terra Blues, so gonna grab some lunch, surprise. This guy likes to eat. But anyway, I got a bunch of questions to answer for everybody. A lot of great questions actually, so pretty cool. I guess I'll just get to it. So when did I start playing saxophone? I started playing saxophone when I was 12 years old. And I started playing and learning from a guy named Walt Lehman. Great guy, but he was kind of a cranky old man. Really pushed me to enjoy playing jazz right off the bat. I think the first song he taught me was Cherokee. He was an old jazz player, so it ended up being a pretty great experience. And you know, along the way, I obviously had some great teachers and inspiration. But if you could play another instrument as well as you could play the saxophone and the cowbell, I do play a mean cowbell. What would it be and why? I would say probably bass, because the bass gets a lot more gigs than the saxophone, quite honestly. And it's just a really important and cool part of any band that you play in. So, what is your favorite sustained note during a solo in your senior year? And what note basically would you use now compared to that? So, I'd say my favorite sustained note was probably the altissimo high A, because when you're learning at those fake fingerings, it's probably the first note you can get out, and that was the only one I could get out in high school. So I like that one. And then today would probably be a high D, because it's just a nice layer on the top of an ending of a song, and it just really makes the crowd go wild, so to speak. What is one of your most memorable performances with Misty? Oh, so many, but I would have to say Memphis. Anything in Memphis was pretty memorable. Although the Red Wolf is a pretty memorable place to play too. So anywhere down south is pretty cool. So, how did you get into playing the blues, and what is your favorite Misty Blues song to perform? So many songs. I don't know. As far as getting into the blues, I think coming up, I had a teacher, Steve Garino, he just loved the blues, so he really got me into the blues. And then coming along the way, there was a blues band in college, Cease Charlie's Blues. I played with him quite a bit, and it kind of got me into the blues band scene. Played with Guy Wallace, and then along the way, Gina and I crossed paths, and it was a match made in heaven playing Misty Blues. I'm into that whole thing. Oh, my favorite Misty Blues song to perform. Well, I always like playing Yellow Moon because of Charles Neville connection. That's not a Misty Blues tune. Take a Long Ride, because Joe Louis Walker just stole my riff. But I would say probably Hold Me Tight, one that Seth wrote a couple of years ago, just because it's got like a soulfulness to it, and I can just let it fly in that tune. So I really enjoy playing that tune, which I think is on our set list tonight. How much can you bench press? Well, my best max ever was 355. I don't think I could do that today, but I actually am going back to the gym. I could probably bench press over 300 pounds still, so I don't know how impressive that is, but it's pretty cool. What's the best food meal you had while on tour with Misty Blues? I'd say probably fried chicken, anything fried down south in Alabama. But probably ice cream. I like convenience store ice cream, so it's fun to have on the road. My biggest wish for Misty Blues, that we continue to play together for many years to come, because it's a fun group. I enjoy it. I love the music that we put together, and I wouldn't change a thing. And then Thelonious Monk, John Coltrane, Charlie Parker, who's your favorite and why? It really depends on the day, and my mood. Coltrane is just a man. I mean, he took music to a whole nother level, but so did Charlie Parker. And probably the first stuff I learned jazz-wise was Charlie Parker. And then Monk, I mean, Monk's got that blues outside element that everybody loves. So, great questions. Hopefully I answered them nicely for you, and come on out to see us at a show soon.